After making us wait for days, Kawhi Leonard finally did it. He finally made his decision. A decision that is league altering and will affect the NBA for years to come. And to be honest, I don't think people quite understand what Kawhi just did. Just like LeBron and his decision to leave Cleveland for the first time, in this past week, Kawhi has had everybody in the whole league under his finger, waiting and watching, biting at every rumor or fake source that came out. For days, all there was speculation on Kawhi and his decision. Was he going to stay at Toronto in hopes of running it back? Or was he going to leave and join a team in California, his home, in hopes to bring a championship back home? Now, in my opinion, I'm kind of glad Kawhi joined the Clippers instead of the Lakers. I wouldn't have minded if he stayed in Toronto, but it would have killed me to see that big three of Kawhi, Bron, and AD. Now, don't get me wrong, that team would have been amazing to watch. It would have been historic and been a walking highlight reel and probably a lock for the championship if we're taking out injuries and we're just looking at the names on the paper. And no doubt it would have been the best big three we'd have ever seen. However, the reason I'm glad that Kawhi isn't a Laker, well, is because of parity, or the lack of it had he joined the Lakers. The definition of parity states that it is a state or condition of being equal, something that the league is now thanks to Kawhi. And gladly so, because I don't want to see guys waste their talent trying to compete against super teams like they did during the Golden State era, because competing just really wasn't an option. What Kawhi just did with his decision just opened up the NBA, the most it's been in at least a decade. Now, most contending teams have at least 2 stars, a duo with good supporting cast around them. Any top team this year has a chance to win it all. For example, just some of the teams that are serious, key term serious, contenders this year include the Lakers, Clippers, Bucks, Philly, and maybe Houston and the Nuggets, depending on how their season plays out. The title is for anyone's taking. This is going to be an amazing season, and it has serious potential to be one of the best we've ever seen. There are now so many storylines, content, and just amazing stuff going on around the league for us NBA fans to just soak in. Kawhi really blessed us by going to the Clippers. Another thing about this decision or situation, whatever, that I like to talk about is how Kawhi essentially forced Jerry West to trade for Paul George, or Kawhi was not coming. This was a genius move on Kawhi's part. He got a second star to run with, all while keeping a good amount of the great core that was on last year's Clippers team all together. That Clippers team without Paul George would have for sure been contenders, but by now adding George, a man who finished top 3 in MVP and Defensive Player of the Year voting this year, the Clippers have made themselves locks for title contenders for the next few years. Just thinking about a lineup that includes Kawhi, PG, Patrick Beverley, and Montrezl Harrell, man, that defensively is a scary sight and is going to tear up some offenses coming into the league. Now, after looking at all the trade details, this was a risky move for Jerry West to make. But not really when you look into it. Trading away all those picks, along with a great young point guard in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is typically a risky move for anyone to make. But when you have the chance to get a top 5 talent in today's league alongside another star, you always make that move. I don't care what anyone says, because at the end of the day, winning a championship is all that matters, and you do whatever it takes to get your team in that position. It was a risky move, but if everything goes right and no one leaves or any injuries occur, those picks that everyone is hyping up and worrying about won't be much. Jerry West made the right and best decision. He got his team over the top. Now, before I end the video, can I just talk about how much of a god Jerry West is? I mean, seriously. I'm not trying to suck the man off or anything, but this dude has been a genius when it comes to being a basketball executive. He brings greatness to every team he works with. This man truly has the golden touch, and it really shows after acquiring Paul George and Kawhi Leonard all in one night. Dude is going to be talked about as one of the best executives of all time when it's all said and done. Now, that's it for the video. This video was made in short notice as I wanted to get my thoughts out as quick as I could. However, I hope you all still enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts or your reaction to all the news that broke the other night regarding Kawhi, Paul George, and the Clippers. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. A new video will be out soon, so be sure to turn on the notifications. In my outro, I'm going to link some videos you should check out, so be sure to give those a look. My name's Hoop Sensei, and I'll catch you next time.